Good morning, grand rising, and welcome to your tomorrow that God granted because He kept you through the night. A sensational and superb Saturday to you. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I pray that you slept well and that you have awakened this morning and you first said thank you. When you opened those eyes and you saw that you were above the dirt, you said, "Thank you, Lord." And I hope that you rested well and that your sleep was peaceful and sweet. And that when you awaken this morning, that you feel good, you feel rejuvenated and rested and revived and ready to face your Saturday, whatever it is you're going to do or not do. So I hope that all is well in your world, on your side of town, or your side of the world, and that you have awakened with a spirit of gratefulness and thankfulness. Yeah, it is a beautiful day. It is a beautifully blessed day, and it could be otherwise, y'all. So count your blessings and not your problems. Welcome this morning. I feel good. I feel good over here. It's hot outside already though. Whew. So y'all stay hydrated and get you a hat. Put your hat on, but go out there and get you some sun on your skin. I went out this morning and y'all, a little butterfly, a little baby butterfly, but it was orange. I ain't never seen no orange butterfly. It landed right at my feet. And I started talking to it because, you know, I'm Dr. Doolittle. Oh, but I treasure those things. I treasure those things. Those are signs that, you know, God is saying, you're on the right track. So, yeah, I had never seen a little orange one. I took a picture of it. Maybe I'll show y'all later. It wasn't fluttering. It had just landed right there. But I did take a picture of it nevertheless. So I hope all is well. Thank you for tuning into AM with Kim. I apologize, y'all, if y'all hear the sound in the background. That's my wash machine. I forgot that I should have waited till after I did my video to turn it on, but I'm trying to get stuff done so that I have my day. So welcome aboard. For those of you who might be new on this journey, this AM with Kim is morning motivation to get you going, to help you fuel you through the day. And then circle back around this evening for PM with Kim for my evening inspiration. All right, y'all. So for those of you who have been hanging with me, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so that you are notified when the new videos are uploaded. Like the video, make a comment, and then if you feel so compelled, share it with a family member or a friend. All right, y'all. So I'm not gonna keep you long. Yeah, so let's get into this this quote here for our motivational moment this morning, and I'm reading from mine, but I ain't gonna keep you long. There's several points, but I'm gonna be short on each on each one. So here it goes. It says, "Green flags in people. They celebrate your wins. They remember small things about you. They respect your boundaries. You feel energized after seeing them. They listen without being defensive. They allow you to be fully yourself. They make you feel safe. You don't have to watch what you say. And they support your goals." You know what, y'all? We focus a lot of times on the negative stuff. Oh, yo, what's the red flags? We ignore the red flags. But what about the green flags? There's some good green flags that people are throwing up in your friendships and in your relationships, and identify those green flags so you know you're on the right track. Like, you know what? Yes, pay attention to the red flags, because if you ignore them, then shame on you. But let's embrace the green flags that people give us on a regular basis, whether it's a friendship, a colleague, or it's a significant other. Let's celebrate the green flags and shift our perspective. I'm always half full instead of half empty. So let's look at the green flags today. So let me look at the first one. They celebrate your wins. If you got people around you who can't genuinely celebrate you, if you call somebody, "Hey, guess what happened? I did so and so." "Oh, okay." Man, they should be like, "Yes, that is what's up. All right." Like, if you don't have somebody that's cheerleader mode, that's really happy and celebrating your wins, I don't know. That's a red flag. And the green flag is that they celebrate you. They clapping you. They are applauding you. They're speaking good things. "I'm proud of you. That's so good. I'm happy for you." Like, yes, and they almost celebrate in your win like it's their win. That's a green flag. That's a special somebody that can champion you along and make it feel like that's their victory. Come on, that's a green flag. That's something to celebrate and hold on to. The next one says, remember small things about you. That's important. That's really important, because if you are encountering people and you're talking and you're having dialogue and whatever else, and I've said this before, I heard it on one of these shows, and the lady told the woman, she says, you need to start being more interested instead of being interesting. Meaning, if you always talking, when you're interacting with somebody, that ain't really interacting, because if you're always talking and you're never engaging, asking them questions, trying to find out about them, then you talk too much. Yeah, we like to talk, but it should be a dialogue. It should be a give and take, because I should be learning stuff about you. You should be learning stuff about me. And so if people can't remember small things about you, that means they're not paying attention. They're not interested. They're only interested in themselves. Because I tell people all the time, if we've been connecting and we've been friends or whatever else, you should be able to tell me some small things about me, because I'm paying attention. I'm watching. Everybody I encounter, I'm paying attention. I'm watching what you like. I'm watching what you wear. I'm watching what you eat. I'm listening to stories that people tell me about you, because I'm gathering data, because that's something that's important to me. So if you can't tell me small things about me, that's a red flag. That ain't a green flag. But a green flag is, hey, I remember that you like so-and-so. Or, you ain't paying attention. Like, you might not know. I might not have told you what my favorite color is, but you could know what I've been wearing. Like, so it's little things. So if you got people who can point out small things about you, keep them close. The next thing says they respect your boundaries. That's so important. That's so important. And you should have people who not only respect your boundaries, but they give you grace. My motto, one of my mantras, my mottos, I got a bunch of them, but I give people grace and I give them space. Because one, I don't know what you're going through. So if you kind of pull back, or you don't, I'm talking to you and we normally dialogue, but then I'm talking to you now and you give me short answers, one word answer, that means you're not in the mood and you don't want to be bothered right now. And I can respect that. I'm going to give you grace and I'm going to give you space. I'm going to let you get through what you need to get through with love. I ain't gonna judge you. I ain't gonna be mad, because I don't know what you're going through. And if you don't share with me, I can't help you. So all I can do is give you grace, give you space, and pray for you. But people who respect your boundaries, that's a green flag. That's a green flag, because everybody has boundaries. Everybody has their limits. My people who know me, like I said, people think because I have this energy about me that I'm an extrovert. I am not. I am not an extrovert. I have extrovert energy. I am an introvert, and sometimes people invite, oh, hey, you want to go to so and so? If it's a big crowd, no, I don't. I don't like being around a whole lot of people. It drains me. So the people who know me aren't going to get offended and stop inviting me to stuff, because they know that I can't do that right now, or I might do this, but I got to come back and I got to energize. I got to recharge. And so that's what people understand. They understand your boundaries and they respect it. And they ain't acting funny towards you because you have boundaries. I got boundaries. I'm sorry. I mean, everybody does. Not sorry. So if you got somebody that respects your boundaries, hey, that's cool. One of the things that I some years ago, I know I'm digressing, but Larry Hagman, who used to be on Dallas, I read an article one time that he said that he didn't talk on Sundays. Well, which told me he didn't go to church either, but that's another story. But him and his wife, he didn't talk on Sundays. He did not use verbal communication on Sundays. He kept Sundays as his day of solitude. And, I mean, it is, what Jesus, that Sabbath, keeping the Sabbath holy, and I get that. But and maybe he did go to church, he just didn't talk. I don't know, I can't judge. But I love the fact that he said that on Sundays he didn't talk, and him and his wife knew it, and they had an agreement, and she probably was on board too. And I read that years ago, and I love that, because sometimes I don't want to talk. And so whenever I get into a relationship, that's one of the first questions I ask, how are you with comfortable silence? Because just because I'm not talking don't mean I'm mad. It doesn't mean I don't want to talk. Just I don't want to use words sometimes. I can be in your space and we don't have to talk and it can still be beautiful. That's, again, that green flag, boundaries, understanding the person. So I kind of went off to the left, but y'all got it. You feel energized after seeing them. Man, it's a blessing when you can get into somebody's space and you feel comfortable and you feel safe and you feel even energized when you leave. That's a green flag. Like, whoo, because that could be the total opposite. I get around some people and they sap my energy. They drain me. I don't even like being around them because they're toxic and they just pull instead of pouring in. And so when you find somebody that, or people, or your tribe, or whoever it is, your person, and you feel energized after being around them, that's a green flag. That's 2 green flags. What is it? They listen without being defensive. That's called an empathetic listener. They ain't listening with their guards up to just respond or to be, counteractive. They listening. They without being defensive. Because if they know you and you all have a relationship and you all have an understanding, they already know that you're not coming for them like that. So if they automatically are defensive towards you, that's a red flag because they don't know you. Especially if you've been pure and you've been genuine and you are authentically who you are, and they still, that whole aggressive, back up, boo, I don't even roll like that. So if you automatically like that, that's a red flag for me. So if they're not defensive and they are open to hearing and they listen with intention and they not cutting you off, they're listening and they're processing and then they're giving you back their understanding of what you said, that's a green flag. You better hold on to that person or keep them around you because you need those kind of people in your space. They allow you to be fully yourself. You don't have to switch up, change up. You don't have to be different in their presence. You just who you are, authentically you. If you goofy like me, you can be goofy and they ain't gonna look at her like she crazy, or if you just quirky, or you're just quiet, or you're just whatever your just is, but they accept you just as you are, like you're fully yourself. You're fully who you are. You don't have to put on an air. You don't have to, get in acting mode and then, whatever. If you feeling some kind of way, I ain't good today, or whatever else, they're gonna accept you for who you are, authentically who you are. Whatever space or head space, your heart space you're in, they're going to accept you and it's going to be good. So those are green flags. People who can fully embrace who you are, every facet of you, that's a green flag, y'all. That's a green flag. People who don't, they're going to be the opposite. They're going to be warring against you. You're going to always point, why are you like this? Why are you so sensitive? Why are you so-and-so? That's a red flag. People who accept you fully for who you are, they just gonna embrace you, flaws and all. They don't care about you not being perfect. They don't care. They just want to be near you. They just want to be around you. They just want to love on you. They just want to be your friend. They just want to whatever. Those are green flag people. All right. They make you feel safe. It sort of goes back with that. You feel good. You leave them energized. But if you feel safe around somebody, like, I don't have to worry about nobody doing nothing to me. I don't have to worry about, any harm coming my way. Not just physically protective safety, but safe that your feelings are safe with them. Your heart is safe with them. That they're going to protect you even when you're not around. That's kind of safety. That you're safe to be who you are. You're safe to, be vulnerable. You're safe to cry if you need to. You're safe to be whatever it is you are and who you are in that particular point in your life, when you get around these people and you feel safe, that's a blessing. Because I don't feel safe around everybody. Safe physically, safe emotionally, safe spiritually, safe mentally. I don't feel safe around everybody. I don't. And when you find people that you feel safe around, green flag, hold on. Hold on to them, keep them close, because you don't get many. And then the other one, you don't have to watch what you say. And that meaning you can be honest. You can be truly, authentically you in love. Because you can say stuff that people are not going to like in love, but you say it in love. It's, one thing like, oh, you got a terrible attitude and you need to fix your attitude. That's a red flag. But a person who says, you know what, can we talk? I noticed that the way you said something kind of was defensive, and it was almost, argumentative. Are you okay? Like, are you good? And then so what you did was you showed them your perspective on how they interacted, but you didn't accuse them of anything. You just pointed out that, you wasn't you're fully yourself today. And that goes to how we treat people. I remember, I think it was around like 2017, 2018. I was at a high school teaching, and I was, and I normally, I tell my students, leave your stuff at the door. If you're feeling some kind of way, leave your stuff at the door. Leave it there. Come in here. It's a positive energy. It's good, and whatever else. And I do the same, because I'm not imposing my stuff on these kids, and I don't want them imposing their stuff on me. And let's just be in this space and be good to each other. And then when you leave, if you got stuff, if you need to pick it up on your way out the door, take it with you. But like in here, this is a safe and a positive space. And I always rode like that. But I was having some issues one day, and it was my planning period. And so no kids were there. But a young lady had come in, and I was feeling some kind of way, and I didn't check myself. And she said something to me, and I was short with her. And it wasn't her fault. At that time, she came in, I was doing stuff was happening, she had come in to pick up something or whatever. And, and I was short with her, and she immediately convicted me, because she knew I was not like that. She was like, oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Holmes. I'm sorry you're having a bad day. Are you okay? And immediately I was convicted. I was like, you know what, I am, but that is not your fault. I said, so I apologize for how I came off to you, because that was not your fault. She's like, no, it's okay. I said, no, it's not. It is not okay. And thank you for having the sense to point that out to me. And you did it in love. I was like, so I appreciate that. I was like holding back tears. Like, thank you. Thank you for holding me accountable, because I do that to you all, and you have a right to do that to me. And wow. And that was a 15, 16-year-old child who but she knew me. We had a relationship, and she knew that wasn't normal. And she gave me back love that I had normally given her. So I was like, wow, so profound. So how you watch what you say, but people allow you to be authentically you and say and share your feelings and, be expressive. But when you're sharing your feelings, and you're not having to watch what you say, but remember what you say and how you say it, and saying things in love. Because my mother, I'm going to always say, she would always say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And that's true. And so when you get around people who allow you to just say what you need to say, but say it in love and be who you are, and you don't have to guard what you say. You don't have to think about, oh, if I say this way, they ain't gonna get it, or whatever. They get it because they get you. So you don't have to guard your every word, your every thought, they just accept you, and they love you no matter what. And if you come wrong, if they love you and you'll have a relationship, they can then circle you back around. Hey, you know what, Kim? You sure about that? I don't know. That didn't sound too good. That didn't, kind of check that. And if you have a relationship and y'all respect each other, they can say that. They should be able to. And if you don't receive it, then y'all don't really have an authentic relationship, and that's red flag energy. So green flag, if you can say and not have to monitor and guard and eggshell whatever you say around these people, that's green flag. And then finally, they support your goals. They cheer you on. You know what? I got this idea. I want to do so and so. That's, yeah, okay, good for you. That's good. You know, how can I help? Supporting you, genuine support, genuinely being there to help you along the way. Even if they can't help you in whatever it is you do, just being there. Just being a support. Saying, hey, I can't really help you with that because that ain't my forte. That ain't my niche. But I'm here. What can I do for you? Is there anything I can help you with? Or just, checking in. How's it going, with the next phase of blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. That's good. And just checking in and speaking life. So look at the green flags, y'all. Yes, be mindful of the red flags, because if you ignore them, they will come back and bite you in the behind. It will haunt you. But let's focus in on those green flags, those things that do your heart well, that ground you, that center you, and that you can feel in your heart like, ooh, this is good. And hold on to those green flag people, those green flag energies, those things. They're priceless. They are, and they're a gift from God, because you don't get those green flags from everybody. And sometimes you only have a select few, a little handful, maybe not even a handful. So be mindful of the green flag energy. Be mindful of the people around you. If they're not cheering you on and spurring you on and genuinely happy for your successes and genuinely there for you no matter what phase of life you're in, no matter what energy, no matter what emotion you're in, if they could just walk with you and talk with you and love on you and speak life over you and cheer you on and spur you on, no matter what season of life you're in, no matter what state of mind you're in, as green flag people, you better hold on to them. So that's my motivational moment, y'all. I know I went off on a couple tangents. Y'all know I like to talk when I'm passionate about something. But I just wanted to speak on each one of those points and just to emphasize, identify the green flags, and thank God for those people who exhibit the green flag energy, who demonstrate to you that they love you, that they support you, that they riding with you, and that they're here to be a positive extension of your life. And when you have that, be grateful. Thank God for it. Embrace those people, love on those people, and keep them close. Because with the way of the world and how things go in our lives and the uncertainty of life itself and the what's the word I'm looking for? The shortness, the brevity of life, and how the uncertainty, like tomorrow's not promised. So let's hold on to the good stuff, the good people, keep them close. Be mindful of the red flag energies around, but embrace the green flag energies, and you're gonna be blessed. So that's it. That's all. It was a long motivational moment, but most of them are because I like to speak on things. So have a blessed and beautiful rest of your day. Yes. Do whatever it is you choose to do or not do. Do something for yourself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and doing the things you need to do. And but make sure you are my charge. Make sure you're good to somebody today. Be gracious, be kind, extend a helping hand, do a good deed, and all of those things don't cost you any money. They only cost you a little bit of time and compassion. So everybody be good to at least one person today. Be the reason why at least one person smiles today. And while you're being good to everybody else, be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Love on yourself. So that you can be your best self for the people who need you around you. All right, go and be great. Go and enjoy your day. The sun is coming in and out. The S-O-N is always shining. The S-U-N shines because of the S-O-N. It's good, y'all. It's better than good. We are blessed, and I don't take that for granted. I do not. So go and be great. Go and enjoy your day. Look at the sun. He said, yes, Kim. That was a good message today. And don't forget to circle back around for PM with Kim. I'm going to give you my little Saturday sermonette, get you ready, a little warm up for your Sunday. And we're going to talk about Sunday later. But enjoy your Saturday, nevertheless. Yeah, and I'll catch you in the PM. All right, good people, beautiful souls, green flag people. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace and blessings from my heart to y'all. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the PM.